Speaking of NPCs, sometimes I gotta kind of stop and pull over because people will walk in my footsteps, like right behind me. Like if I was in the snow, people follow real close to you like that. That's why I smoke, though. So yeah, I was in the middle of trying to make some kind of point connecting vertical pursuits in the movie Freeguy, and I got pinged at the store. Yeah, at first, I just think, I had a senior moment, and I just forgot what the fuck I was talking about. But someone brought up recently the idea of the ping, and yeah, I am an old person as well. I don't think I'll look at that. Maybe. So yeah, I forget that I'm old. But the ping, what this is it's the concept or the idea is that our devices and all the things around us that are connected electromagnetically to whatever it is, a Wi-Fi thing, a cell tower, we can get pinged, which kind of resets us, our thinking. Like we'll be trying to work out something and then we'll just kind of forget what we're doing. I always just chalk it up to being old or pre-Alzheimer's or something, or maybe full-blown. But yeah, the idea is that it keeps you from getting too far into a concept or an idea. It makes you kind of start over so that you end up in the first part of the thought. It's an interesting idea, and I haven't really heard of it until recently, that your devices and things around you send a ping, which kind of keeps resetting you. And that's why it sometimes feels like it's harder to like figure things out or to come to a conclusion about something. Like, yeah, almost like you're say you're trying to think of a story or something in your mind. When you get to a certain point in it, you'll get a ping, which restarts the thought process, and then you get trapped in the first part of whatever it is you're talking about. But anyway, that's a shaggy dog way of explaining that I was in the middle of trying to tie those two concepts together, or at least make a commentary on how they can go hand in hand, and I got pinged. But the point was sometimes you can do these horizontal pursuits or engage in horizontal pursuits that help you move vertically, or that you can then take with you up the elevator. It's just sometimes it's hard to determine that. Like, for instance, the movie Freeguy I was talking about, there's a lot of like truth drops in it, whether it was intentional or not. But the point is, if I didn't know some of that stuff or hadn't thought of some of those concepts, and I gleaned something from it, it's a horizontal pursuit that would have helped the vertical one. Yeah, that was it. I wish I could have thought of that before. Things are really bizarre the way people move out here. A lot of times when they start getting real close to me, or I'll try to stop to kind of let them pass so I can, have some kind of space back. But a lot of times they'll stop with me. That I get wrapped up in that too easy, though. I forget who said it, but someone was like, worrying about what people around you think or are doing is like going into a town in RuneScape and being worried that the NPCs are going to think you're weird if you're jumping. It's like not jumping through a town to get through it fast. Yeah, I really fucked that up. But the point is not to really pay attention to people around you or let them influence what you're doing. I have a hard time doing that because I kind of feel people as much as I see them. Like you can, especially if they're in a certain emotional state. I know some people can see colors or auras and stuff like that. I've never been able to really do that. But like when you get on the bus, which I can't go on buses anymore. You get on the bus and people are coming home from work and there's whatever, they're glad to be out, glad to be going home. You can kind of feel that. It's like a tangible thing. In the same way that if you get on a bus in the morning and everybody's stressed out about going to work, you can kind of feel that too. The more base it seems like a emotion is, like anger or happiness, the less convoluted the emotion is, the more you can feel it. That's a whole other thing. But yeah, so what I was trying to say badly is that you can sometimes get into a horizontal pursuit that helps your vertical pursuit. It's just the speed at which you can identify what it is. It can be helpful. Like, I didn't really get anything out of it. I saw the similarities of that particular movie. It was worth seeing just because we've never seen something like that before, where that concept is addressed in such a way. So it was like, yeah, it was cool to watch, but I didn't get any, like, truth drops from it, for me. But, you know, I don't know when it came out, like 2 years ago. Maybe it would have been too soon, but if it was like maybe 5 years ago that thing came out, I definitely would have got something out of it. And that would have helped it would be a horizontal pursuit that would help the vertical one. Yes, yeah, I'm too aware of people. And it's bad because I'm always like trying to navigate my way around, and I have a hard time doing that sometimes because it's like, you know, they'll get right up behind you. People don't really care about personal space, especially certain people from different countries. Not any people in particular, but I noticed in like some kinds of people don't really have that in their culture, where it's kind of rude to sit on someone's back when you're in line somewhere. And I know a lot of times why they do it, even if it's subconsciously. What they're trying to do is trying to move your exchange along and try to create some kind of pressure so that you hurry up at the counter. Like you're trying to buy something at the counter, and they'll just get right on top of you. They'll get close to you to try to make you uncomfortable to somehow facilitate your exchange to go quicker. Whether they know that or not, it's probably more subliminal than anything else. But so I'm hyper aware of that kind of stuff. So a lot of times when I'm trying to give a take on something out here, I have a real hard time concentrating because I have that going on. I have a lot of things going on, like a lot of different levels of threat assessment, security, running in the background. But yeah, sometimes horizontal pursuits can help the vertical pursuit. It's just identifying if it is one of those things. Not, you know, to save time. I guess to save time. So you could say, well, do I need to watch this whole movie? That one I'm glad I did, you know. But even though it did have some kind of interesting kind of truth drop stuff, it was just those Hollywood tropes, man. Those movie tropes. Like, I just see them. It's like I can't watch a movie. I can't watch a story. I see a bunch of tropes being super glued together to create some kind of narrative that lasts 2 hours. Yeah, so I wish I could have added that before I had my ping there, because I would have been able to do it all at once. I've sucked today. I got nothing really. The chamber's empty. Sorry about this. I'll come up with something better later. I haven't been awake long. Don't blame the teacher, blame the school.